All right, fellow gaming lords, let me get at this real quick. So I want to jump into a little bit of discussion about the recent patch notes, but not specifically about the patch stuff. The patch stuff is what the patch stuff is, but let's talk about the shop, okay? I did it in my last video, but I wanted to break it down concisely for you guys in another video. Let me go back and explain this to you guys again. The Alpha Future membership, the Omega Future membership, the Alpha Squad Rank bundle, the Omega Squad Rank bundle, excellent purchases. They're going to give you a good jump on the game. I feel that if you're playing the game for any extended period of times, these are bundles that are worth. The Alpha and Omega Future memberships are clearly monthly re-ups that you're paying into the game, but they offer excellent prizes, especially the Omega Future membership, because you get this Omega supply box, which almost guarantees you a 3-star costume or Omega card or core every day for 28 days. I think they are excellent rewards. Now, let's talk about the new stuff that got added, okay? First, let's start out with the tokens, right? So basically, we got the Omega Point tokens that got introduced to the system, and here goes the thing, right? So now they basically gave us a exact, concise way of identifying exactly how much it's going to cost us in order to get some of these costumes in game, whether it's the Rise of the East, the Steampunk, or even a region costume box, and how they value those costumes. Now, I'm going to bring you guys back a little whiles away, because a little bit videos before, and I told you Netmarble loves to do something. They love to overshoot in terms of like giving players something that they know they're going to be pissed off about, so that way when they pull it back, you feel like you got something and you feel like, oh, this is so much better, but it's really not better. And you can still see it here, how the shop isn't really better. It's not free to play friendly. Free to play friendly. So let's look at the Rise of the East costume box, for instance, and even the Steampunk costume box. We got both of these where you can purchase one per squad per month for 2,000 Omega points. 2,000 Omega points is going to cost you to get a random 4-star set item. The same thing goes for the region, right? It's going to cost you 300 Omega points to get a random region costume box. A random. It's not a selection. It's random. Completely random. Now, a lot of people are looking at this like something changed with the costume selection box. Nothing changed with the costume selection box. In the patch note, it gives you the timetable for when the rollout's going to happen. It's not like they added something new or they changed the evaluation price. You're still paying $500 for that same costume selection box. This 5-star costume selection box and this one right here, they're still the same cost. It's no different. 2,000 Omega points equates to a lot of money for your normal average player. For your, your YouTubers and things like that have tons of money to drop on the game, yeah, it might not equal out a lot, but for your normal average free-to-play player, that's a lot. When you look at every individual purchase, every individual draw rather, costs you about 2,000 crystals, 1,800 crystals. They see how they put this 2,000 crystals in there. It was never 2,000 crystals. It's always been 1,800 crystals, but they put 2,000 in there and strike it out and say it's 1,800 and kind of make you think that that's like they gave you something. They didn't give you anything, because it's always been 1,800 crystals. But nevertheless, I digress. Let's move on. So when you talk about that and you say that it's only going to generate you 20 Omega points for an 1,800 pull, and then you come over here to actually look at what is 1,800 tokens worth. That's this pack right here, where it's $27. Let's round up, say $30. So if you got $30 times 5, because it's going to cost you 5 of those purchases, you're basically at $150 for 100, right? $150 for 100 Omega points, not 1,000. $150 for 100 Omega points. So the ability for you as a normal player to get these Rise of the East costume boxes, these 4-star Steam, is totally out of the realm. It's not there. Now, some YouTubers are going to look at him like, oh, wow, they improved it. They didn't improve shit. That's still way outside the realm of possibility. Nevertheless, remember, I've got to collect 4 pieces of these things. I don't collect one outfit and that's what it is. I got to collect 4 pieces of this costume. Totally outside the realm. So you're talking about 8,000, right? 8,000 Omega points. 8,000 Omega points to get a full complete costume. This is not within most people's will boxes, and is literally going to bleed whales dry if they literally strike in this. Now, there's going to be a very select few whales that are going to be able to do this, but there's not going to be a lot. $150 for 100 Omega points. That's ridiculous. So you basically need, what is that, 10,000 something Omega point. I'm bad at math. Somebody do the math for me, leave it in the comment section. I'm pretty sure somebody did it, but that's ridiculous for what you would need for 8,000 costume points, and the amount of money that you would have to jump in there for 2,000 Omega points is ridiculous. But I digress. I wanted to show you guys that token shop, right? Now we've got the mystery boxes that are on sale in here for a limited period of time, and the chance on these mystery boxes, the things that you can acquire, are pretty decent, right? We've got some sin particles, some fabrics, or some area materials, card draw tickets, custom draw tickets. They're pretty decent, and we see that the percentage, right, is really low for some of these things, and they're higher for others. So things that they're probably really going to hit you with is most likely these dimension box tickets, and then these. But remember, when you get these tickets, you're still dealing with the law of averages from the ticket in and of itself, right? So it's literally a reduce, because if they give you the card draw ticket or costume draw ticket, and then you roll over into the draw and you've got 0.002.5% chance, well, it is what it is. So we're going to purchase these, because I'm going to open up these boxes. You're allowed to make those purchases as soon as you complete the event for the mystery box draw tickets. I already completed one of them, right? I don't know why I bailed out on this, but now let's jump on over into the actual new bundles. So I did this already in the video, and I explained that this is a really good deal. The Omega supply box, you're almost guaranteed a 3-star. Trust me, I already told you, and I kind of showed you guys quite a bit of times, that if it says 3 to 5 star, you're going to get a 3-star. The odds of you getting 4 or 5 is relatively low. And I told you why this one is worth it, because if you equated this out to 900 crystals, right? 900 crystals would cost you roughly in the neighborhood of 900 crystals is going to roughly cost you in the neighborhood of about $14. So let's round it up and say $15 is what it's going to cost you. Or we could round it up ultimately and go, it's probably going to reasonably cost you maybe $18. So somewhere between 15 and 20 US dollars, right? So if you looked at that and you're only paying $4 in order to get it, this is actually a good purchase. Like I would say, I would immediately say to you that that's a worthwhile purchase for you. I would purchase that. Matter of fact, here you go. I'm going to purchase it. Now, you can only do it once per squad, right? But it's not bad at all. It's a good purchase to make. I'm going to purchase for you just so you guys can see, and I'll open it up because I want the draw ticket so that way you can see what's going to happen with the dimension draws, right? So the next one up, I'm not going to purchase this right now. It's the monthly region costume bundle, and it's $50, right? So basically it's equating every single piece of region gear set is basically worth $50 in their minds, right? I mean, because giving you these costume draw tickets with the understanding that the draw rates on the costumes are so low in the first place, you're looking at this. Darth Microtransaction did a poll today where he did this twice, and he almost was guaranteed a regional piece of set, a rare regional piece of set, not just the common region sets pieces, which was pretty decent, because if you look inside here, you're getting, you know, a pretty significant chance. Remember, the other pieces outside of the named region pieces also having a probability to drop inside here lesser than that. So you can see those right there, right? The modern gloves. Now they're a really low chance. So if you're really looking at just getting a random piece, this makes sense. I'm going to probably save this because I don't know if I really want to purchase something for $50, because remember, it's one piece. So in order to get a full set, you need 4 pieces. So that's $200 in a sense that you would be paying for these, right? Unless you get lucky on these costume draw tickets. So I don't know if this is reasonable for most players. It depends on your wallet, not mine. The Rocket Raccoon supply bundle, you are paying $9 for a premium supply box. That's essentially what you're paying for, right? And you can see what the chances are inside here. You're going to basically get some, you know, random piece of gear, something like that. Probably, you know, what you're hoping for probably is like a premium piece of gear that's not the, you know, the normal gear set, but you can see it's 0.48, and then we go all the way up here and it's 0.0000 002 just to get one of the actual best in slot region pieces of gear. So this premium supply box isn't probably going to drop you anything necessarily good. You know, like I've told you before, you can see the rates over here. You're at 94% possibility of getting a 3-star piece of gear, and it's probably not going to be good at all. You know, I think the lore is that people are going to hope that maybe I'm going to get you know, something really spicy from there, but most likely you're not. You're allowed to do this purchase 5 times. I can show you these same supplies inside of Marvel Future Fight. I knew this was going to happen. Like I said, I'll keep saying it. Marvel Future Fight 2.0 is what we have right here. Then we move over to the crystal supply bundle. This is highly worth it to purchase. This inside the charge up store is basically the equivalent of you paying $50 to get these same 3,000 crystals. So if you were to pay that $50, you're basically getting this at a half off price. So this to me is what that bundle in the shop should be worth. But if again, go look at Marvel Future Fight and you will see the writing on the wall for this game. So for $27, you can pay 3,000 crystals and you can basically get that. And that's a weekly bundle. So you can basically top off at $27 how you want to. And if you look at the Omega membership that was over here, right, you're basically getting a top off on crystals like that over the course of the month, because it's 150 day for 150. So it's pretty decent. Like I said, I think that is the most worthwhile bundle if you're looking at using your money for something. Stark support bundle, totally not worth it. Don't buy this shit. You're literally looking at trying to get a 4-star costume region or costume draw ticket, and it really ain't worth it, especially when you look at the rates inside here. They're really not worth it at all. You're going up in those rates. You're probably going to get a 4-star. The best thing that you're, and remember, it's going to be one or the other. So while you have a 10% chance at getting a costume draw ticket, that's 5 of them, you still have to contend with the normal costume drop rates. So in that regard, this is still a whale's purchase. You know, I'm basically going to pay $27 to, or save up 3,000 crystals in order to get this right here. 50 cent particles, Stark's blueprints, 1 Omega supply box, and then 15 costume draw tickets, right? And then maybe some more. The Fury support bundle, again, it's the same exact thing. Not really worth it in my opinion. Now, overall, did they improve the store sales at all? No, they didn't. Like, they literally did exactly what I said in previous videos. They overshot the mark to make you go, I don't like this. And then they give you something because they know if they would have gave you the initial, right? If they would have said the initial crystal value is going to be, every crystal is basically worth $1, and we're going to have a $3,000 crystal bundle that's inside the charge shop, where I say inside here, the charge shop, it's instead of me paying the 3,000 crystals here for $50 and this was $27, they knew you would complain about that. And then they're gonna rail it back in, and now they give you another way to earn those rewards. But remember, this is still inside here, right? To charge up my normal crystals, this is still inside here to get that $44.90, that $50 3,000 crystal bundle inside here, inside the shop. This is still sitting here. Why? Because it puts inside your mind that it makes you think you're getting a deal when you're really not. This is what they wanted to sell you in the first place. I guarantee you, if you play Marvel Future Fight, if you've played 7 Deadly Sins, if you play any net Marvel game, you will notice this trend. It's always the overshoot, because they know the player base is going to be pissed at that, and then they rail it back in, and then you feel like, wow, they did something. They changed it up. Meanwhile, they changed up nothing. So, or, you know, they changed it up, but they didn't change it up in any way beneficial to you. It was still what the money-making scheme is. So, is this update free to play? I can never say that shit. I don't know why. Is it free to play friendly? I think that the rewards they are giving out right now, Netmarble does that habit of giving out pretty decent rewards. They never end up making sense when you look at the grand scheme of the game, because it's like, why are you giving out these things? Like, for instance, in one of these bundles, they gave out 500,000 gold, right? As because people were complaining that the early game didn't have gold. But then they basically sold you gold. Like, you know what I mean? They sold you gold. So I don't know. I don't understand it. But let's take a look inside the shop real quick here. So I'm going to claim my special mystery box right here, complete that, and then I'm going to go inside here and claim my items, which was the baby group bundle, which has the dimension box tickets and the Omega supply. And let's open, wait, what is this giving me right here? Oh, the draw. That's for the dimension box tickets, right? So I've got 10 of them. Let's see what I get from 10 boxes. It's the same animation, so I'm going to skip that through to make this video shorter. And I pretty much got 3-star everything, got those enhancers that, you know, I don't really care about at all. Those enhancers to me, if I got other players that I'm not bracketed against and I'm playing them, it really doesn't help me. You know what I mean? Like, where in the world does that help me if they're using the same enhancers? It's not an equal playing field, so the enhancers really don't help. But now let's look at the mystery box. So we've got the Omega Supply. Let's go with that one first. We've got a God of Magic. Like I told you, you can pretty always get that 3-star. And then we got this normal Alpha Supply box that's going to be a 1-star. And now here we are with our special mystery box. Let's use all of these items, max them out. And like I told you, the thing that you were most likely to get from those mystery boxes, ta-da, materials from the areas, which, you know, 50 and 50 ain't a lot anyways, because I could grind these inside each area probably within an hour on autoplay. Like, that's just the truth of the matter. So overall, I would say to you guys, you know, hey, look out for the sales. Use your wallet wisely. Make sure that you're actually, you know, that you're thinking about what you're paying. I'm going to break down some of these supply bundles probably a little bit more in detail in other videos, so that way you can be careful about them, and that way you know in detail what you're probably getting from them. But yeah, be careful with these boxes. I know the sales look like they're, you know, that they're good, but really the 1-to-1 ratio is still not there. It's just not. So all right guys, I'm gonna cut this off here. I gotta go run off to the gym and get this pump on. The boy's getting fat right now, so remember, hit that like and subscribe button. Comment in the section below, let me know what you guys think about these crystal sales, these new bundles that they include in store. Guarantee you they're coming with other ones. You watch and see. Anyways, until next time, peace.